paste it again so that you can see it again. So tonight we're doing about your body doesn't lie and why you need self-testing. My story, quite briefly, I had back surgery when I was 20. After surgery, I had a new pain that I didn't have from before, and I did the 6 months of back brace, and I started to do physio, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with my back. They couldn't figure out why I had more pain. I threw up my hands after about a month and said, there's got to be a better way. I'm in more pain going to physio than not going to physio. And I was introduced to muscle testing, touch for health, and energy balancing self-care techniques at that time, at the tender age of 21. So I've been using these for a very long time in my life, and I live by them. So I want to teach the whole world about these. And also, when I was 24, I discovered a way to implement them so that you could be in control and power of your own life. And not only your pain, but other things that you might call pain, you know, like what a pain this is. It might be a bad habit. So what is pain? It's your body's way and your behavior is telling you something's wrong. You need to pay attention. And the visual cues are your posture. So is one shoulder higher than the other? Is one hip higher than the other? Do you have tension in your neck and has it been pulled out of place? Do you have pain and tension in the back of your legs? Is your stomach protruding? Maybe your stomach muscles aren't working properly, and so on and so on. The visual clues are amazing. Posture is part of that. Self-testing, we're going to learn 3 ways to self-test tonight. We're going to touch on and talk about assign, design, align, and another process that I call root, reveal, and resolve. We won't be able to learn these tonight. I can tell you that in 30 minutes. But what you will be able to do is learn some self-care techniques, learn muscle testing or self-testing as I call it. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So what is pain? It's your way. It is a way for your body to communicate with you that there is something wrong. And it's up to you to figure out what is wrong, why it's happening, and to take action. How do you do that? And is your pain a gift or something else? I say pain's a gift because it allows us to expand our knowledge and expand our beings. So 2 myths about pain, and I actually added a third after the fact. So something about pain is that drugs and surgery are the only option. And when you're 19 and you've been brought up in a particular way and you haven't been exposed to acupuncture or holistic health or anything like that, when the doctor says you need surgery before the age of 25, you listen and you do it, which is exactly what I did. Now that I'm older, I know that there are much more options. And the other myth is your doctor is the only person who knows your body. Well, I would beg to differ. So a lot of us on this call tonight are not this person, just so you know. We know that we have a say in our own health care. We don't run to the doctor every time there's something wrong with us. We don't run to the doctor every time there's a pain in our body. So we are of the holistic nature in this group. I'm sure of it. But the third one was, you don't think you can figure it out. The myth is you don't think you can figure it out on your own. And the asterisks there are just to remind us that sometimes we need help. We do need professional help, acupuncturists, chiropractors, osteopaths, naturopaths, medical doctors if it's a crisis. So that's what the asterisk is for. But generally speaking, we don't think we can figure it out ourselves. And I'm here to tell you different. So sometimes you catch yourself saying this is such a pain and it has nothing to do with body pain. So in my definition, pain is anything you want to change but you haven't yet. It's also physical pain. So what is pain? Is it physical or it's a bad habit? Examples, my knee hurts when I climb the stairs. I can't stop eating after 8 o'clock. That's a physical or a bad habit. What's the pain costing me? I miss playing with my kids or grandkids. I have to sleep in the downstairs bedroom. Those are costs. Maybe you have your most comfortable bed upstairs and you can't get there. What are the rewards of having pain? I get more attention for this behavior. I get more attention for this pain. Or I don't have to do fill in the blank. When I was in the hospital at the tender age of 20, I had a choice at that time to choose to accept the attention, and I did. I got a lot of attention. I was in the hospital for a whole month. They don't do that anymore. But there would be an opportunity for me to start to believe that this pain is causing me a great deal of joy because I'm getting so much attention. That's not how it turned out in my life, but I would suggest that there are some people who have unconsciously taken that route. So you have made a decision to release pain. You have made a decision to shed that unwanted behavior. So now what? Let me introduce you to a concept I call assign, design, and align. We're going to assign a number to our comfort, pain, our bad habit, and we're going to design a solution. And it's not really a design because in this small, short workshop, I'm going to tell you 4 techniques. We're going to do them, learn them. We're going to make sure we're aligned, and then we're going to go back to the assignment and see if the numbers have shifted. Does that sound like fun to you tonight? There we go. Measure something. So the assign means you're assigning a number. And in the programs that I teach, I also go through assign a color, a shape, a size, but a number at this point. So instead of focusing on pain, because what you focus on, you get more of, focus on the comfort level or your desired change. So if your comfort level is really low, then it's a 1. If your desire to change something, it's not happening, it's a 1. And if your comfort level is like, oh my God, I'm in my favorite pajamas in front of a fireplace with my best book and I have no pain and the world is great, that's a 10. And your desire to change something, well, if you are in great distress about something that is in your life, the desire to change is like high, right? You want to do it. You want to change it. So let's look at your posture. Okay, so I'm going to take this off the share for now, just so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go to the next page. We're going to look at checking your neck, your legs, your flexibility, mobility, and comfort level. And if you've got a pen and paper, this is a good time to get it handy because we're going to be writing some numbers down here. Okay? I'm going to stop the share for a second so you can see me and we can do this together. All righty then. Hi! All right. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to check our mobility and our flexibility and our tension, our pain in our neck, or comfort level in our neck. So we're just going to tilt our head one way, tilt our head the other way, look down, chin to chest, and sky. And then look and see where your chin is in alignment with your chest, and the other way, see where it is, and we're going to see what we can do about that. So that's 1. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to just go side, bend sideways, and notice any tension you might have along your side here. And now we're going to bend our knees slightly. Bend our knees slightly, like just a little bit. There, just a little bit. Reach up and reach down as far as we can with bent knees. Once we're as far as we can go, now we're going to straighten one leg, straighten the other leg. Notice the tension. See if you can go right to the floor or as far as you can. Take that measurement, where'd you get to? Now bend both knees and you're going to roll up nice and slow. Okay, great. So we measured our neck, flexibility in our back, and mobility. So I've got stairs over here, right here. What you could do if you've got stairs close by is you could also go and go up the stairs and see how difficult it was or is for you. So I'm just going to do that just so you have an example, okay? That was pretty cool. I didn't have any problem doing that. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab some water if we have water, and we're going to drink some water because water is really important for the electrical function of our bodies. Distilled water by itself has no conductivity for electricity, but when it engages with your body, which has minerals and it has vitamins and it has ions and it has all kinds of different things, water becomes a wonderful conduction of electricity, and when you want electricity to function in your body. So we'll drink some water. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to unroll our ears. So we're going to turn our head. You won't be able to do this. You'll have to actually watch me, but I'm going to turn my head. Turn in the direction that was the tightest for you, okay? This happens to be the side for me, so we're going to take our fingers and our thumb and unroll, unroll, unroll. We do this about 5 times. Oh, I forgot to take this earring out. You can do them at the same time, like truly, it'll save us some time if we do them at the same time. And this is why I didn't want to have earphones in, Gwen, when I said, could you hear me? This is exactly why. So we're just going to unroll our ears. And when you do the program, either the Energy Boost Self-Care Facilitator program or when the pain game, you actually get access to 20+ Energy Boost Self-Care techniques. So this is one of them. Okay, and then you turn your head and you do it again. Oh, and if you can get in here, sometimes it's really important to pull the inside of the ear. I have to tell you, this is such a godsend if you have slept with earplugs in. I know I sleep with earplugs in. You're going and you have an important phone call that you have to listen really carefully and understand. It's a really great technique to do that before any important meeting or a networking event where you need to pay attention to what is in front of you and what the messages are that are coming to you. And the next one is what I call power on the brain. And you put one hand on your belly button and the other 2 fingers go underneath your collarbone. There's a little hollow right here. There's bone here. Sticks out, you know, the 2 sticky outy parts, just to either side of that. Rub here, one hand on your belly button. And we're going to move our body side to side, side to side. Keep breathing. Change hands. And you do this about 15 seconds for each. So by the time you're finished, this is 30 seconds, and you change 2 fingers above your lip, 1 thumb below. And the reason why you do 2 fingers is because it's positive and negative, and this is a neutral. So this creates neutral and neutral. Hand on your belly button. And we're going to actually just pop up and down, a little bit up and down. If you got a chair there, great. It's easier with your feet apart. Change hands. This is really, really great for first thing in the morning. It's really great to do this if you've been at your computer for a while, because it has the ability to get you focused again. The last one is hand on your belly button, and there's my waist. There's my waistband right about here. You're gonna rub there, hold your belly button. This is the one that pops my eyes open. You're gonna go forward and back. So I do this in bed before I get out, and I can't really do the movements, but during the day when I need a break from the computer, it works like a charm to get refocused and re-energized. Change hands. Whew. Awesome. And while we're standing up, one more that I want to do. I don't remember if I included this or not, but you're going to get it anyway. It's called the meridian massage. Meridians are the electrical circuits in your body, and it's from traditional Chinese medicine or ancient Chinese acupuncture. Those meridians. So we're going to start with our chest, and we're going to go on the inside of our arm and out to the tips of our fingers and turn our hand over and trace our arm up to our face. Body, the inside of our arm, out the palm, turn our hand over, outside of the hand, along the outside of the arm to the face, going from the face down the back of our body. So shoot the energy, pick it up all the way down the back of our body, out our toes, pick up the energy on our toes, bring it up the front of the body to your body. Okay, one more time, actually it's 2 more times. Body to fingers on the inside, turn your hand over, fingers to face on the outside. Body to fingers on the inside, flip your hand over, fingers to face on the outside. Face to feet down the side of the body, and feet to body. One more time, body to fingers on the inside, flip it over, body fingers to face on the outside, body to fingers on the inside, flip it over, fingers to face on the outside. Face to feet now on the front of the body, and from your feet to your body, one zip up to on the front, from your pubic bone up to the bottom lip. Make sure you don't go like this. Go up and out. And then shoot the energy from your tailbone all the way up, catch it, and up over to your top lip. Shoot it up, catch it, and up over to your top lip. One more time. Shoot it up, catch it, and up over your top lip. And just a little bit of cross-brain integration. Whew. Yay, we've done it all. So now we're going to tilt our head from side to side. And what's the tension like? And look side to side. Where's our chin in relation to our shoulder now? Mine's further. And look, tilt, tilt. Oh yeah. Chin to chest. Eyes to the sky. Great. Lift up, bend your knees slightly, bend over to reach the floor. Bend one leg, then the other leg. See how far you got this time. Bend your knees, roll up. Woo. That's great. And side to side. Okay, now, how's your comfort level now? Okay, so now we're going to go to the part of the presentation where we did a sign, we did the design, which is really the doing something in between, and we're doing the alignment. So we're looking at how is our body aligned. So what we could do is we could use the muscle test, the self-testing. And the self-testing, there's 2 hand ones. The opponent's pollicis longus is here. So you can put 2 fingers here and you just pull them inside. That's one test. This is another test. So yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. This is the second one. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. The third one is show me a yes and show me a no. Show me a yes. Show me a no. I'm very, very conscious that the time is like, and this was like the thing you signed up for. So part of the assign, design, and align uses muscle checking or self-testing. I don't have a tendency to call it muscle testing because it's muscle monitoring, and we're really bringing in we're bringing in the divine. We're talking to our intuition, our inner wisdom, and when we do self-testing. So this is a practice. And Gwen, it is 7:30 on my clock, and I am absolutely shocked at how fast that time went by. But
I have a few minutes still, but you know, again, when we started, I was going to let everybody know when we hit the half hour mark, if they had to leave, they can. But Heather has more to share. So if anybody wants to stay on a little bit longer, you are welcome to. She's going to dazzle us with a few more things. I'm thinking a lot of people didn't think they were going to get some exercise in today.
Well, yeah, exactly. And you know what? I'm a phys ed major, and I don't consider that exercise. I actually consider that tuning up your body, energy work. So, you know, it's all, if it gets your body moving, then so be it, right? Yeah. So thank you.
Yep, go ahead. You can sign off to the ones that have to leave and then continue on with what you wanted to share in addition to what you've done so far.
Thank you so much for being here up until this point. I appreciate it. I'm getting into the juicy stuff now because I'm talking about self-testing, which is why you signed up in the first place. And I apologize for messing that time up. But hey, I thank Gwen for the opportunity, and I thank Spiritual Communities Network for allowing me to speak on this very important subject, because it is the self-test that allows us to access our innate wisdom, our inner wisdom, our unconscious mind. And it is our unconscious mind that drives us. So wouldn't it be really great if we could access that, ask questions, and ask how to change things without having to rely on the doctor or rely on other people all the time. I really am really passionate about us working together. Everybody has their professional and expertise, and we need each other to survive on the planet. We don't have all the answers, but we certainly can ask certain questions that will allow us to get answers from everything that we have. And when we get to a point that says, no, there's nothing in our basket that can help us, then I say, well, can one of my friends help me? So here's the thing. To be proficient at the self-testing, you need to practice. So let's practice. So I'll go back. Oh, you know what, Gwen, we didn't get back to did anybody have any positive, like more flexibility? That was something that I wanted people to be really conscious about, because assign, design, align is all about assigning a beginning number, doing something, and having an after number. It's really important for your neuroplasticity, your neurons, your body-brain connection, to get that before and after. It's really
I'm going to ask them to, if you guys have questions, you can type it into the chat room, or if you want to comment on whether or not you saw any difference after doing those processes. If you want to comment on that, put it in the chat room, then that way you won't show up on Facebook.
Thank you.
Just in case you didn't want to be seen by lots of people. So you can do that. Otherwise, go ahead.
Okay, so now that we have determined that, well, I was pretty comfortable before. I ran up those stairs quite well, and I can probably do it good now. My neck is more flexible. I didn't take note of how far I went down on either side of my knee, but it felt good. I didn't feel like I had as much tension. I certainly went further to the floor. I'm used to touching the floor with my hands, the palms of my hands, and I wasn't able to do that at all before I did it. And my fingers touched after I did some of that work. Now there's another technique called circuit breaker reset that is phenomenal. It's specifically designed for flexibility and mobility. I didn't get to teach it here because I didn't get to tell you to bring a back scratcher or a long-handled loofah or a long-handled shoehorn or a towel, because that's what you need. You need to massage, you need to access and stimulate your spinous processes. That's that pointy stuff on your spine. And you never go this way, you always go this way, and you'll turn the circuit breaker of your body on and you'll be more flexible like instantly. It's awesome. Anyway, I digress. So muscle testing, bonus policies. So we have a yes and we have a no. We have a my name is Heather. We have a my name is Gwen. I live in Canada. I live in the US. So what you're essentially doing is you're training your muscles about the truth. Your body and your consciousness knows that who you are, where you live, what you like, what you don't like. Those are conscious things. So you actually train your muscles in that way, just like a dog being trained as a therapeutic dog or a narcotics dog gets trained that way. We have to train our muscles that way as well. So let's try this one. Here's a positive response, and you're not squishing it like, and you're not like loosely. It's a comfortable. And this is a yes, and this is a no. This is a yes, and this is no. That one to me, I learned this recently, and I go, that's like the easiest self-testing I've ever learned. Yes, no, yes, no. It's really, really easy. My name is Heather. My name is Gwen. My name is Sally. My name is Charlie. I live in Canada. I live in the US. I like apples. I like onions raw. No, I don't. I like cooked onions. Yeah, okay. So that you got the message, right? And then the last one is a sway test, and you do the same thing. Now I have to tell you, if you're going backwards for no and forwards for no and backwards for yes, yeah, you're reversed. And so some people have said that that's okay. You just know your yes and no. It's really important that your body-brain connection is connected. So your meridians only run a certain way. And so if they run backwards, you are going to not feel as good. You won't have as much concentration. And that's why you do power on the brain. So all of the stuff that we did tonight, if you start to find that you're not getting responses or they've changed on you and you're confused, then drink some water, do power on your brain, do the meridian massage, unroll your ears, start the electrical flow, start the energy flowing, and get your body brain connected in the way. This is the other one. The last part of the meridian massage is actually an exercise all on its own. And you can flush it, always end up, always end up, always end up. There's a fifth one as a bonus. Anyway, so you always want to go, show me a yes and it's forward, show me a no and it's backwards. And keep your body dehydrated so the electrical currents and your body brain are connected really well. And so that's as far as the yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, and the ways that you need to make sure that your body's giving the right answers. Now, you can go and you can ask your body all kinds of questions. The way I use it in my programs is, I have a pain in my right knee. Is it for positive gain or negative gain? So is it for positive gain? Yes. Okay, it's for positive gain. So is the cause, and I ask for what the cause is because it's really important again for your brain and the neurons, the electrical signals of the body brain needs to know what the cause is. It doesn't need to know the infinite details of the cause. It doesn't need that, but it needs to know on the high level what the cause is. Is it biochemical? Is it emotional? Is it electrical? Is it psychological reversal? Is it physical? Is it spiritual? And then there's a solution. In the basic level, I talk all about the 20+ energy boost self-care techniques. And I ask the question, can one of these techniques help me with my pain today? Or can it help me have better concentration today? And I do yes, no, yes, no. So the cause is emotional, physical, spiritual, physical. Okay, so I got a physical. Now, the solution, can the energy boost self-care techniques help me with the solution to get rid of the pain in my knee? Yes. Which one? 1 to 5. Yes. Okay. Something else? No. 1 to 5. Okay. So is it 1? It's number 1. Guess what that one is? Power on your brain. You do it. You measure the pain afterwards in your knee. So you measure something, you do the technique, and you measure it again. Now, this is the basic of the basic, and you have to know what I do is I teach the basic premise of the assign, design, align, and inside the design, it's root. What's the root cause? What's the reveal of the solution? And what's the resolution to the issue? How do you resolve the issue? So those 3 things happen at the design phase. In basic, I just do the energy boost self-care techniques. So you learn all of them and you learn which ones are going to be needed in the context of the protocol. So it's, again, it's like I've got an issue. I've got a bad habit. I eat after 8 o'clock. So the cause of my eating after 8 o'clock is for positive gain. Yep. And can one of the energy boost self-care techniques help me in the solution? Yep. Okay. Now you find out which one is it. 1 to 6, 7 to 11, 7 to 11. You go, which one is it? There's the 7 to 11. And you do whatever one it says. That you do it. I think between 7 and 11 is the ears, the eyes, is tummy tune-up, it's cross-brain integration with a goal. It could be any one of those. You do it, and then you measure and you watch your behavior and you watch your habits after you do it.